Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based right here in Washington, D.C. We help our clients with all types of immigration applications. They are all over the United States. Some of them are outside of the country as well, and we help with immigration applications. There are about three different major categories of ways you can immigrate to the United States. So um, we help essentially uh, employers sponsor individuals for temporary visas and green cards. We help with humanitarian cases, and we talk a lot about VAWA here. If you want to know about VAWA, this is a great place to learn, um, like VAWA, like U visas, T visas as well. So all of those we handle as well, and then we also help with family-based applications, right? So family-based applications. So what I would do I come on frequently, I answer questions frequently. If you want to know when I'm on, make sure you follow us and like us on our social media pages. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. Right now we're streaming on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, right? I don't know what's going on with my Instagram, guys, but right now we're on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We're also on Instagram, so don't worry about that. You can go ahead and follow us and like us on that post as well. I'm going to tell you, if you like us and follow us on multiple platforms, you will be notified every time I go live, because sometimes it's not on every platform. So if you want to know when I'm live, make sure that you go in and you follow us and like us on all of our social media posts. To make it easy, our handle on these posts are on these pages, excuse me, on these social media pages is always Agarwal Immigration. So that's AGARWAL Immigration. It's always Agarwal Immigration. Follow us, like us, and you'll see me go live. You'll be notified. And of course, you probably have friends or family, right? You probably have friends or family that are also immigrants, perhaps, right? Some of you might have family that have immigrated to the U.S. as well. So share this with them so they can join, so they can like our post, so then they can be notified as well. Or maybe even today they can jump in on our conversation. We're going to be talking about different ways to achieve a green card in the United States. We're going to talk about work permits. We're going to answer some questions that you guys have on there. We have someone here that says, where are you located? I am located in Washington, D.C. So right in downtown Washington, D.C., Metro Center area, for those of you that are familiar with Washington, D.C. So we're very close. We have lots of metro stops around us. We're really easy to access. So I'm located right in Washington, D.C. Our clients are everywhere. So if you are not in D.C., don't let that deter you. If you think that we might be able to help you with your application, schedule a consultation with us. We can do it by Zoom or by phone. If you want to come to DC, or if you're in DC, come in person. I would love to meet you in person as well. And we can go through the application. We can go through what's required, and I'd be happy to cover all of the steps involved and figure out how we can get you status. Okay. I'm going to go and answer tons of questions for you guys as much as I possibly can. I hope that you will find this helpful. If I don't get to everything, just make sure you like us and follow us, because I'm going to get to your questions soon. So just make sure that you follow us and like us on our social media platforms. Again, as a reminder, it's Agarwal Immigration is the handle. Okay, so Agarwal Immigration is the handle. Like us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're everywhere. My name, if you don't know me, is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney based in DC, and I help clients with only U.S. immigration, so nothing other than U.S. immigration law. So if you have immigration questions about coming to the U.S. or staying in the U.S. or getting a work permit or bringing some family, put that into the chat in whatever platform you're watching from, and I will read it out loud and I will try to answer your question. Just know that this is kind of general information, because I don't know the immigration history. I don't know how to answer. I don't know some specifics to you or the person that you're trying to sponsor. So as a heads up, what I would do is give you general information. If you need something very specific to you, if you need legal advice, call our office and schedule a consultation. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. 1663. Also, if you want to schedule a consultation right now, you can go on our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration, or you can go on our website, agarwalimmigration.com, and you can schedule a consultation directly from there. Okay? Great. So let me start off with my question of the day. If you are new to this, if you haven't joined me before, tell me where you're watching from. Tell me your situation. Hey, Boo. Boo says, hi, Pratibha from YouTube here. Thank you for joining on YouTube. Again, we're on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok right now, but we also have an Instagram page. I'm just not streaming live from there right now, but I'm happy to answer your questions. If you have, tell me where you're from, say hello, say something funny. Would love to kind of engage with you guys as much as I can while I'm on here. Okay? Because immigration can be a little bit boring. I'll be the first to admit it can be a little bit more boring. It can be a little bit complicated, but hopefully me being on here can help you understand it a little bit better. We have someone here watching from Minnesota. Hi, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Great. So let me start off with my question of the day. So I entered the United States illegally. Can I apply for VAWA? I entered the US illegally. Can I apply for VAWA? That is a really important question, right? Because if you're married to a US citizen or a green card holder, you've lived with them, it's a real marriage, not just for immigration purposes, and you have problems in that marriage. It could be abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, psychological abuse, right? So different forms of abuse, not necessarily physical abuse. You can qualify for VAWA even if you entered illegally. So that's very different from a normal marriage-based green card. So if you entered illegally and you otherwise meet the requirements for VAWA, you can still get that VAWA approved, and you might even be eligible for a green card. You might be eligible for a work permit. You might be eligible for travel, so you can go in and out of the country. So it's a huge benefit for folks that want to get permission to be in the US. If you're sick of working without authorization, if you're sick of the lack of opportunities for someone that does not have a work permit, and you are married to a US citizen or a green card holder, you might be able to get benefits. So give us a call. This is even if you entered illegally. So call us where you can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. I'd be happy to chat with you about your immigration case. And I can give you some advice and tell you what you might be eligible for. Maybe it's not VAWA, maybe it's going to be a different type of application. But we can chat and figure out what's best for you if there's a way to get you a work permit or status in the United States. Again, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients no matter where they are located. I'm in DC. I'm in Washington, DC. I have a team here. We have some folks here in Washington, DC with us. We have some folks in Michigan and South Carolina. We just had a new team member join this week, Julia, and you guys, I hope will meet her. She's wonderful. So we have a couple folks spread out throughout the U.S., and we have some international folks as well. So we have a large team right now of 6 people, and we all work on your application. So feel free to reach out to us. I'm based in Washington, D.C. I'm the only attorney at our firm, and we will be working on your immigration applications. We can help you with your immigration case, okay? You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, I have here, do I need to renew my TPS even though my VAWA is pending? That's a great question, Boo. Do I need to review my TPS even though my VAWA application is pending? So TPS is another form of status, right? So if your VAWA application is pending, you might have work authorization in the US, you're allowed to be here in the US, but TPS gives you a second option. So if I were you, I would renew it, right? Because let's say worst case scenario, your VAWA gets denied, you still have some other kind of status, right? Because VAWA can take 2 years before it's approved. So you will have some underlying status. You don't have to worry about removal, and you have more than one basis then to be here in the US until that green card gets approved. So if you do qualify for multiple options, I would continue to renew it. For example, like DACA, right? If you can renew your DACA, go ahead and do that. But I would not be, I would take all the options I have until I get a green card. That's what I would do. Give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Jeff says, my I-131 got denied because my visa was revoked. Is that normal? So it depends on why the visa was revoked. If there was some kind of issue, then your I-131 might be denied. So we have to figure out what exactly is the issue that caused your visa to be revoked. Was it a criminal act? Was it some kind of fraud in applying for that visa, right? So that would be normal. I would think it would be normal if, depending on the basis for that visa denial. I'm sorry that happened. Hopefully we can get you back in status maybe, or appeal. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. And we help. I'm in DC. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We help clients with all types of immigration applications, right? So business cases, family cases, humanitarian cases like VAWA, U visa, labor trafficking. So if you need help with immigration, if you have questions, if you want to see what the options are, call us for a consultation. We're doing our consultations by Zoom, by phone, or in person, right? So any way you like to connect, I'd be happy to talk with you. We're doing them by Zoom, by phone, or in person. So don't hesitate to reach out to us if you want to talk about immigration. What we do at a consultation is we get information from you. So basically, you will answer some questions for us. We will do our best to go through the process. We'll ask clarifying questions, figure out what you're eligible for, and whatever you're eligible for, we'll walk you through that step by step, what that looks like from start all the way to the green card, if that's something that you're talking about with us. Call us 703-348-1663, or you can go on our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration, or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com, to schedule a consultation directly from those pages. My office is closed right now as it's 7 o'clock Eastern time, but you can certainly go online and book, or give us a call now or tomorrow. We'll give you a call back if you leave a message today, but we'll call you tomorrow as well. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Tina says, if you receive your work permit and social, how long does it take to get a green card? If you received your work permit and social, how long does it take to get a green card? It depends on how you got your work permit and social. So if you applied for adjustment of status, right, usually between 6 and 8 months after application, you get your work permit and social security number. And the green card is about a year, 2 years after that, right? So it could take about 2.5 years for something like VAWA, for example. But different bases for a green card, different bases for receiving that work permit might change that timing. So give us a call. I'm not sure what your background is. I'd be happy to answer that question. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Great. Do you have to submit an affidavit of support for filing a VAWA application? So do you have to submit an affidavit of support for filing a VAWA application? Remember that VAWA is a humanitarian application. So some people apply for VAWA and a green card, right? So most people in our firm can qualify, have been qualifying for a VAWA and a green card. And it's different from a normal marriage-based, straightforward marriage-based application because it does not require an affidavit of support, right? There's no proof of income, there's no proof of assets that the spouse has to show. Because this is a self-petition, you're applying for yourself, you don't have to meet any income requirements to qualify for a VAWA. Call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. We can schedule a consultation for you. We talk with you about your immigration questions. We outline a plan to move forward in terms of filing for your green card. Okay? What happens if my VAWA application gets rejected, right? What happens if my VAWA application gets rejected? So when applications are rejected, there are specific reasons, like you used the wrong version of the form, or you used an old edition, or maybe the check amount wasn't correct. So there's all these different ways that it can get rejected. Usually it's fixable, so you can fix it and refile right away. So that's what rejected applications are. If your application is denied, you might consider appealing or filing a motion to reopen if you are eligible to do that, or you can refile your application, which might be faster in many more circumstances. Okay. So don't worry about that. Call us. We can try to figure out a strategy for you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Matthew, I think I totally missed your question, so I apologize for that. Thank you for joining us, Matthew. I hope you're still there. Matthew says, if I had a C1D visa, can I change to any other permit? If I have a C1D visa, can I change to any other permit? We have many clients that have C1D visas that maybe qualify for humanitarian options. So, for example, VAWA is one of those options. So if you have a C1D and then you married a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, you might qualify to change your status to a green card holder if you qualify for VAWA and adjustment of status, right? So you may have to do a waiver, for example, if you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder and you're on a C1D. If you do not qualify for VAWA, you might have to process that green card abroad and get permission to re-enter the United States if you would otherwise be barred from re-entry. This all sounds super complicated. So if you have a C1D visa and you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, I would suggest that you call us for a consultation so we can figure out your options for you. Okay? And you can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Tina says, oh, sorry, I think I answered your question, Tina. Guys, if you don't know me and you're just joining, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients with all types of immigration applications. I'm on here to just provide some general information about immigration. Put your questions directly into the chat and I'll read them out loud. If you're joining me for the first time, say hi. I'd love to know where you're listening from. Tell me something funny or something cool that happened to you today. How long does it take to get a green card after an interview? So in our experience, it's been very fast, usually within just a couple of weeks, usually even within days, sometimes even the same day, we can see that the card is being issued. So we've been very lucky, but if they have to check your case, if they have to put you in administrative processing, that might take longer, okay? Do I have to apply for parole and work authorization when I apply for adjustment of status? That's a great question. Do I have to apply for parole and work authorization if I apply for adjustment of status? You certainly are not required to. You don't have to do that. But if you want to travel in and out of the country while that application is pending, you have to have travel authorization to do that. Also, if you plan to work and you want to work legally in the United States, or you might want a social security number if you don't have one, then you should apply for advanced parole and travel authorization. Okay? If you don't already, Vanessa just started following us. If you don't already follow us on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, follow us and like us. You will be notified then when I go live. And also, if you have friends or family that are interested in the immigration application, you should certainly reach out to them as well. Okay? Afghan Melon says, will the government shutdown cause backlogs? Hey, Wilson, nice to see you. Afghan Melon says, will the government shutdown cause backlogs? Probably. So just as a heads up, there are several different agencies that are part of immigration, right? So there is Department of Homeland Security, there is Department of Labor that works a lot with the employment-based applications. There's also Department of Justice, which handles the courts. If you're in immigration proceedings in court, it's Department of Justice. And then for those of you that are consular processing your visas abroad, that is the State Department, Department of State. So now we have 4 different agencies that are all involved with immigration in some kind of way, okay? So what happens with the government shutdown? Some of these are fee-based or agencies. So USCIS, for example, falls under Department of Homeland Security. Most of the applications are fee-based. So that could create a backlog, but it is self-funded in a way, so we're not expecting to see that much of an issue there. But other agencies, so like Department of Labor, they may be impacted. So we could see longer wait times potentially for perm certifications, for employment-based applications. We might see longer wait times. So as a heads up, yes, in some ways immigration could be impacted, and since so many agencies are involved, we are going to see some delays. But USCIS, thankfully, is fee-based, so your application fees help kind of keep that agency going. So the shutdown should not be impacted there. Okay. After submitting an RFE, how long does it take to get an update on my case? So after submitting an RFE, this person here is saying medical, Chef AJ, how long will I get to get an update on my case? So usually when they receive the RFE, it'll update as RFE received. And most of the time, a decision is made shortly after the RFE response is received. But you may get another RFE, like who knows? Do you know if you have to submit tax papers to apply for citizenship if you didn't work? Do you have to submit tax papers to apply for citizenship if you didn't work? If you never had to file taxes, then you don't have to submit tax papers, right? So you state that I was never required to file taxes because I didn't earn, X amount. I think it's $6,000. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's about $6,000 or less if you earned, and you don't have to file taxes. Okay. Yes. Gopi says, hi, Pratibha. You love doing this. U.S. citizens love the work you do and help people. Very rewarding. Gopi, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much. Yes, I do love doing this. I'm an immigrant myself. If you guys don't know already, I'm an immigrant myself. My parents came to the United States through a family-based green card. My uncle sponsored us. My aunt and uncle sponsored us, and we came to the United States in 1988, excuse me. I was born in 1980. So I was 8 years old when we came to the United States, and I grew up in Connecticut. So I myself am an immigrant. I feel very passionate about the work that we're doing. I feel like a lot of the opportunities that I've been given here in the United States, even opening my own law firm, I think has to do with me being an immigrant. I don't know if I would have ever had this opportunity before. We have a growing team, growing staff who are all really passionate as well. Many of them have an immigrant background or have parents that are immigrants. So we're very grateful for that. We're grateful to have staff that have a personal experience with immigration and feel passionate about the work that we're doing. So yes, I do love doing it, Gopi. Thank you for that shout out. That made my day. We also really love helping some of our humanitarian clients. It's one of our favorite types of cases to work on. We do many different types of immigration cases, but our humanitarian clients, like our victims of abuse, our victims of trafficking, our victims of crime, there is a special feeling associated with them because we feel like we're helping them, we're protecting them, we're giving them opportunities where they felt like they didn't have any. So that is very rewarding for our team, and we work especially hard on those cases. And if you would like to reach out to us, don't hesitate to call us for a consultation. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. If you want to talk about your case, you can go online on our Facebook page or our website to schedule a consultation right now. You'll see my availability and you can schedule right now. But otherwise, also call our office, 703-348-1663. Thank you so much, guys. It's wonderful to have so many of you join us today. I will be on again. A reminder to follow us, like us. Agarwal Immigration is the handle. Like us and follow us on all our social media pages. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok. I come on here to answer questions. And also don't forget to share this post with others that might need help with immigration, that might want to be part of this immigration conversation. So share this post, follow us and like us. You'll know every time I go live. And if you want to call us for a consultation, I would love to meet you, 703-348-1663. Thank you, guys. I will see you very soon. And yeah, have something interesting for me next time I'm on, guys. Okay. Have a great evening. Bye.